Chef Michael van der Elzen is taking to the streets of New Zealand for a tiki tour of taste buds. His goal? To transform some of the world's most popular fat-filled dishes into healthy gourmet truck food.
That's fantastic.
Oh, yeah. This time on the food truck, Michael attends a chainsaw massacre on a marae.
Meat.
As he attempts to master the Argentinian barbecue.
Any smoke coming through?
No, it just tastes like naked lamb.
Can Michael reinvent the great Kiwi barbecue by adding a Latin twist? Find out on the food truck. When we think of Argentina, we think of Evita, the tango, and Diego Maradona. But what about the food of this red-blooded nation? Well, it's red-blooded meat, apparently.
When I think of Argentina too, I think of huge slabs of meat with a nice glass of Malbec. Yeah, Argentinians love their meat, partly because good beef over there is just so cheap.
That's good if you're in Argentina. But what about here in New Zealand? What's Argentinian food like here? And more importantly, is there any? To find out, Michael has sniffed out some Argentinian food right in the middle of Auckland. And they're serving a South American favourite.
I might grab an empanada if I can, please. What's your most traditional?
Oh, South America, go for the beef.
The word empanada literally means wrapped in dough. And Michael is soon wrapped with his empanada.
It's kind of like a Cornish pasty of South America. It tastes like the mushrooms are being smoked. You've got some onions in there and it's been wrapped and deep fried. Price-wise, this is $6. It's a great snack. 2 sauces, a little bit of coriander. Fantastic value. Oh, they're so good, but I can't use them because they're being deep fried. I could steam it, but then you're going to lose this crispy outside. I need to find a pastry that I can wrap around my filling, bake it in the oven. Booyah.
Argentines do not excel at vegetarianism. Each year, they eat 60 kilos of beef per person. That's twice as much as meat-loving Kiwis.
Could I try your chorizo, please? Thank you, sir. This little sauce on the side, this is South American. This is a chimichurri sauce. Parsley, chili flakes, garlic, a little bit of vinegar. And what it does, you dip this little sausage into there, and it just brings the sausage alive. A salad, a protein, you've got some bread filler, and a beautiful sauce for $10. There, you can't go wrong, can you? Really?
But you can go wrong if your meat's too fatty, especially if you've got a great rack.
So here you got the rack of the lamb, really fatty. And I'm thinking they don't want a lean cut of meat because if they put lean meat onto those coals, it's just going to dry out. The fat keeps the moisture in the meat, but when it's really fatty, you've got to be a little bit concerned. There's a bit of a common theme coming on here. You know, you order meat in Argentina, you're going to get a massive portion of it, and you're going to get chimichurri sauce.
Argentina's obsession with meat goes back to the colonial era, when cowboys, known as gauchos, developed a fondness for smoky barbecued meat, a char-grilled style that remains a favourite.
It's quite a simple cuisine in many ways, but the thing is, there are a few tricks to barbecuing such large amounts of meat and how to season. You know, I think Kiwis probably think they're pretty good on the barbecue. I'm about to meet a true barbecue chef.
Michael has come to Piritahi Marae on the shores of Waiheke Island to meet a gaucho gourmet.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Hey, Mike, nice to meet you. I'm Corra.
Michael.
I cook the traditional gaucho food.
Corra Anselmi has laid down many a hangi and more than a few barbecues here at the marae. We'll be catering for 30 or so people today, so hopefully there's enough meat.
Check this out. Yes, my beauty.
Yep, that should cover it.
Look at that. Holy moly. So how heavy is this?
170 kilos.
170 kilos. This is a big beast.
The first task is bringing this once mighty animal down to size.
Sure, buddy. Okay, jump on.
This is going to get messy.
Yeah.
Michael, you don't know how right you are. After a brief Waiheke chainsaw massacre,
It's going to get half the beast off me.
the real man's work begins. Like a cross between Jesus and Joan of Arc, this beast is ending its days on a fiery cross. Sure beats a microwave for sheer drama.
Where did you get this crucifix from?
Oh, just a friend of mine, he built it for me.
It's not like somebody you go down to the local Bunnings and go, I'll have a crucifix, please, can I? So this is just rock salt.
Just rock salt. So the flavor comes from all this dripping fat, you know. A lot of people complain about the fat in my barbecue, but it's the way gaucho barbecue should be.
Good. 22 hours of cooking is about to commence.
It's not long before the key ingredient to any barbecue starts to manifest.
Two theories about this kind of cooking. You got to keep the meat off the smoke, and some people prefer the smoke. I did it both ways, and I prefer particularly with a smoke flavor.
That is some intense heat coming out of that, Corra.
Black water.
That is insane.
Slowly, slowly.
The angle of the meat is adjusted to create an even temperature across the carcass.
That's it. So up here is closer, but it's higher.
Yeah.
This here is lower to the fire, but it's further away.
All that's needed now is a final garnish of fresh gorse.
With rosemary, you know.
Sorry,
So
rosemary.
just like it.
Dipped in brine or salty water.
Hey, Corra, I'm going to leave this in your capable hands. If anything goes wrong, don't ring me.
Oh, okay.
See you tomorrow.
A Dutchman gives an Argentine a hongy, and with that, the meat is left to cook through the night. Michael returns the next day to find Corra underdone.
It's been a long night.
Oh, I feel very sleepy now.
Are you?
But the meat cooked to perfection.
That's sensational. That's just falling off the ribcage. Beauty.
It's taken the better part of a day, but the barbecuing is not over yet. Even the bread is char-grilled.
So this is quite a traditional bread?
Yes, just water, dripping fat, flour, little bit of yeast, and salt.
Only one component of our meal remains, the cheerfully named chimichurri sauce, a South American favorite.
Parsley, some garlic, chili from Chile,
Okay.
oregano, 2 tablespoons of black pepper,
Black pepper, and it goes.
vinegar,
Just white vinegar.
yes, salty
Oh, so
water.
that's salty water. Oil. And this is very traditional.
Yes.
Look at that. 22 hours of heartache has gone into this moment, Corra.
Yeah.
And the rewards are substantial.
Really? That much meat?
Yes, of course.
It's a slab of meat, Corra. You don't do things by half. Where have you been all my life? It's like that smoke is intense in the skin. The skin has the most flavour.
Yes.
Put the chimichurri on it, and it just brings out all the flavour.
Yep.
I found that fascinating watching Corra cook that beef. Yeah, my challenge has to be trying to replicate that flavour in my truck. But I've got to use a barbecue or something that I can recreate that smoking sort of sensation. The thing is, I haven't got 24 hours, and I haven't got room in my truck for a whole crucifix cow.
This One Weather Update is brought to you by Hotel St.